Hignett corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, clips it central. For David Dunn! David Dunn equalises! It just had to be! Dax corner and it goes, glance towards goal! And Rovers have taken the lead! And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
Rovers fans, how good is it to be back? We've got our first watch-along of the season, and Oliver Walker-Peel, myself, will be the host of the watch-alongs for this season. A bit of the passing of the baton, as you could say tonight, as we've got the host of the watch-alongs from last season, Ryan Hildred, alongside me, as Rovers fans return back to Ewood for the first time since February 2020 for this pre-season match against Leeds. Ryan, obviously, mentioned you just before. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. It's been an interesting day, but thankfully we're now going to sit and watch this, so it'll be good. And yes, very happy to pass on the baton, certainly.
It should be brilliant. Obviously, Rovers, as we know, playing Leeds United tonight. Lineup is on the screen. We start in goal with Thomas Kaminsky, Ryan Nyambe, Darrell Lennon, Hayden Carter, Tyler McGlaw, and Harry Pickering, in the sort of back five by the looks. Midfield three of Garrett, Buckley, and Davenport, and maybe behind Dolan and Armstrong. I'm not even sure with that lineup how even we're going to start. So it'll be interesting to see if it is a 5-3-2 or whatever sort of configuration we've got there. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I quite like it, though, because if I'm thinking about next season, if we're going to try and get the best out of Pickering in particular down the left and probably someone like JRC, Rankin Costello down the right, then playing wing-backs might actually be a good formation. And I could see Nyambe actually partnering Lenihan and Ayala through the season. So this is going to be an interesting one to look at. And if we do lose Armstrong, then, you know, Brereton and Gallagher as a front two, they'll probably like playing with each other. So, yeah, it's interesting formation.
It definitely is. Not really. I've seen much like that before from a Rovers point of view. In terms of our opponents tonight in Leeds United, they start in goal with Eli Millier. They've got Junior Firpo, Robin Koch, Diego Llorente, Jamie Shackleton, Pascal Struijk. That could also be a back five, to be fair. Matthias Click, Jack Harrison, and Rafinha Helder Costa in behind Rodrigo. So strong team for our opponents tonight. Obviously, Premier League quality. A lot of Premier League quality players in that team.
Yeah, it is. It still looks a strong side, you know, even without the likes of, you know, Bamford or Calvin Phillips or whatever, doesn't it? So, and I'm just looking at all the pictures now. They are absolutely well up for it, these Leeds fans. And I think there's a few Leeds fans in the home end as well. So they're looking forward to this one. They're treating it like a usual away day at Ewood Park. So should be a tidy atmosphere.
Yeah, they usually bring a lot of fans to Ewood, as we know. They've got a lot there tonight, for sure. If we just dip back into the comments for the first time, we've got a few here. Oh, of course, we have a Leeds fan. I wondered if he'd be here. David Waring, a mate of mine down here in Australia, marching on together, just a little bit yellow that separates the men from the boys. I tell you what, you'll be glad that Calvin Phillips isn't starting, because he does not shut up about Calvin Phillips. I tell you, if Calvin Phillips was playing, I'd be going down to the club tomorrow night at Mornington, and he'd be talking about him for 5 hours. So it's best for all of us that he isn't playing. In terms of the real fans here, the Rovers fans, squad looks weak. How many do we need to bring in? Probably a fair few, we'd think. 5,000 there, says Dave, so who knows. Alexander Haben's here saying hi, guys. Lovely to see you, mate. Glad to get some Rovers fans back in, of course. Let's see how many comments we can get. He loves the comment. See, I've got him rattled. Good start. 1-0. 1-0 to Rovers Chat over the Leeds lot. Get in there. So Barkley says at least Adam Armstrong will have chance to wear both home and away shirts before leaving. And they are good shirts this year. Mine are already ordered. That tells you how good they are. I ordered them as soon as I could. 7 p.m. last night over here. Absolutely smashing stuff. Macron have done an absolutely top job there. But in terms of the football, then, Ryan, have you got a prediction?
Leeds are up for this, and we look a bit paper thin, don't we? Particularly on the bench. So I think, you know, as the game wears on, maybe Leeds will probably win this one. But hey ho, you know, we might get a nice surprise. I just want to see us. I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, the likes of Jake Garrett, Hayden Carter, some of the lads off the bench. Let's see what they look like, because, you know, without transfers this season, if we are going to be operating on frees and loans, some of these youngsters might get a chance this season. So hopefully they'll get some good minutes tonight. But I'm expecting Bielsa and Leeds' quality to shine through, unfortunately.
Well, there's the true Rovers optimism that we've come to know from you, Ryan. So the season hasn't even started. The season proper hasn't even started. So, there we go. Alexander here, but cheers, mate. I'll take that. I'll bring that one up. Of course I will.
How dare you, Alexander?
Oh, mate, the change of the batter, they couldn't come soon enough. I need to start my collar.
The abuse.
That's horrendous.
Up with a bat on that I'm passing over. How disgraceful.
Oh, my days. Apologies. Gareth, disappointed with the starting lineup, but fully behind the young lads. Hopefully they prove us wrong. I'm not disappointed. It's different, but definitely behind the second half, that comment for sure. Hopefully the lads can get the win tonight. Looks like there's a fair few in. Definitely in the away end, of course. Home end, let's be honest, it's a bit barren, but maybe Rovers fans aren't as confident getting back as we perhaps thought they'd be. But, ever since relegation, it's been one of those, hasn't it, Ryan, where, there's not been many fans in, and it's not. I remember the old days when I actually used to go to the games when I could. How Ewood was bouncing, and it's not the same.
No, it's not. And for someone like me, as people know, I live in Lincoln, so I was always dragging up non-Rovers fans to accompany me at the games. It's a much easier sell when you're playing Premier League sides than it is like Yeovil at home or Plymouth at home or whatever. So there's a bit of that, I think, in terms of losing fans. We've obviously lost a load of fans with Venky's and people just permanently staying away. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a slow bleed of fans, hasn't it? And, particularly with, budgets tight during this pandemic and, people having to make certain decisions in their life now, unfortunately, the football is one of the things that are going to, get cut. So it's a shame to see with sparse like that, because you're right. On the days when it has been bouncing, it's a joy to see. You think of the Oxford game and the Liverpool FA Cup tie, games like that. Just a pleasure to see, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's usually the FA Cup ties anymore. We don't get those crowds in the league. But in terms of Rovers on the bench, we've got Eastham, Annesley, Nolan, McBride, Vale, Butterworth, Pike, Sereno, and Brereton Díaz. We're in 22, so 3 changes of number since he's arrived at Ewood. 19, 20, and 22. So there you go. Michael Sambach, anyone know how to get rid of the Leeds commentary on Rovers TV? Not a clue. I'll be honest.
Mute it and tune into us on the watch along.
Perfect. We'll have all the Rovers bias commentary that you need. So if you want to mute it, listen to us. You can also calibrate your stream with our watch along, so you can watch it with us live, which will be nice as the players are in the tunnel. Ryan, here we go.
Here we go. That Leeds kit, the yellow stripes, and lots of yellow on there, isn't there?
I will say, as much as we've been talking about our kit, that Leeds home kit is very, very smart.
Yeah.
Do not mind that at all.
I'm just looking at their bench. I didn't actually clock who's on the bench. There's Dallas, Ayling. Strong bench for them.
That was about it, to be fair. They had a couple of youngsters, Dallas and Ayling, so it wasn't actually that strong. As we see the Rovers players now in the tunnel, fronted, of course, by the new captain, Darrell Lenihan.
The lovely away kit.
As the Rovers and Leeds players emerge from the tunnel, what a sight it is to be back. I've got the sound muted, but I'm sure. There we go. The Rovers fans back in the stands. In fact, they're all the Leeds fans, I think.
They were, yeah.
You have all the Leeds fans there, but fans back in at Ewood. It's been a long time coming, but aren't we glad to see it back?
We are.
They're just showing the Leeds fans. Show our fans.
It's a joint stream, though, isn't it, with Leeds? So it's obviously there's only one team playing tonight. So there you go.
Who was in charge of this stream? They got a shout out, didn't they?
Oh yeah, I don't know who it was. It's some company, isn't it? Don't know who it is.
Well, stop being biased. That's going to be ironic, me saying that. You can't hear my stream, can you? I've got it unmuted. You can't hear my stream.
Nah, mine's muted as well. Looking at the comments, It's a 7:30 kickoff, Alexander, looking in there. And Jared, it is on Rovers TV, but you have to pay a subscription.
Here we go. Oh, look at this in the comments, by the way. I'm just going to flash these up.
Yeah.
The Chilean fans have found Rovers Chat, and we are so happy to have you. Absolutely brilliant. I'll be honest, I don't speak Spanish, so no idea what they're saying, but I wish I could respond to your questions, but I will say we're happy to have you here. I need to brush up on my Spanish. I'm hosting these.
Commentary of nada más. Does that mean something to do with commentary?
I'm not sure. Brereton Mania hits Ewood. There we go.
I tell you what, Ollie, your cough is very tickly. I hope you're ready for this commentary.
Oh, mate, I'll be absolutely fine. I usually the best game I've ever done, I did like 10 times worse than this. I'll get ready to pause my stream at kickoff. Are you behind or in front? Or pause at kickoff?
Well, get to just go live. We'll get to 20 seconds or something. Give it a chance for the clock to load.
So on my screen, Adam Armstrong is getting ready to kick us off. A year and a half just about since Rovers fans were inside Ewood Park. But tonight their return against Premier League opposition in Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds. In all white, they'll be going from left to right as we're away. Rovers in the red and black halves, going from right to left here at Ewood Park. The game is away on my stream. Not sure about the rest of you, but glad for you to join us here on Rovers Chat.
Hopefully they show us a clock so that we can all sync up. We haven't got one yet.
No, would be nice.
Here we go.
So I'm taking down the line towards Armstrong. I haven't got one. Okay, 20 seconds, we're pausing.
Yeah. Let me know when you get to 20. I think I'm slightly ahead of you.
17, 18, 19, 20. There we go.
There we go.
And then live now. Right, 3, 2, 1. I've gone back live.
Mine did a weird jump. I'm on 31, 32.
34, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Pause 8. On 40.
Yep. And I'll go back live now.
Yeah, there we go.
It's taking me back to 39, 40. It's not working. Where are you at now?
I'll pause on 1 minute, so I think I'm ahead of you.
What are you at now? I'm at 51.
I'm on 58, 59, 1 minute.
1 minute. I'm going to play and pause very quickly.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I've gone off the. Oh my god, this is not working.
Rusty pre-season.
108, 109, 110, 111, 12, 13. Where you are? I hope we're live.
It's a really weird. It's not like the Rovers one from last season. You know, when Luke, Joe, and I were syncing up. It seems to just whiz it forward a little bit when you click pause and play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm at 1.5, so I'll have to go with that.
Yeah, Rick's just picked that up as well, so that's annoying. We're gonna have to try our best. Right, we're gonna go. We'll try 2 minutes, Ollie.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up to 2 minutes.
I'm at 147. Ball over the top. Easy through to Kaminsky. I'm at 152.
Tell me when you're at 2. I'm paused.
I'm there now.
Right. Yeah, it's
3,
really weird when you click play. It
1.
just carries on. So I think we're going to have to just
go with it.
Yeah.
Right. You've not missed anything, Rovers fans, anyway. So I'll just commentate what I've got on my stream, and if you're ahead or behind, then
we tried our best.
We've tried. Hopefully, through the actual season, it's a bit easier.
I'll try and be neutral, Ollie, if I am ahead of you. I think by the time the stream goes over the airwaves as well, we're probably all in sync anyway.
Yeah, of course. So, throwing taken short. Buckley turns around the corner, right hand edge of the penalty area, cleared away just ahead of Tyrese Dolan as Rovers have got themselves a throw. You can just see the Rovers fans dotted around here. Wood throwing taken short towards Armstrong. Appeals for handball. Waved away. And the assistant referee's picked out something, and it's a Rovers ball. Buckley. Can't turn away from his marker. Leeds look to work inside. Nice 1-2 attempted, but drifts out of play across the touchline for a Blackburn throw. You might have to be in control of the comments because I'm watching and streaming on the same device, right?
Yeah. I'm just looking at Alexis Sanchez. Hope to see my compatriot Brereton Díaz get some game time. Love it. I'm sure he'll come on, Alexis. Thanks for joining us.
Hopefully. Would be nice.
Oh, I love it. We've got Chileans coming all over. Hello, Louisa.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And Shia as well. Hello to Shia. And Felipe. Michael. Brilliant. We've got the Chile fans in force.
It's quality. It's like a little pocket of East Lancashire in South America. Who would have known? Not me at the start of the year.
I think, judging by some of the emojis that I'm seeing, I think they were hoping that Ben would be playing today. But sadly, you tired him out in the Copa America, so he's needed a bit of a rest since joining us, Felipe. So I'm sorry.
He's on the bench. So 4.25 minutes gone at Ewood on the stream. Ball clips in behind through to Kaminsky. So we survived the danger there. Tyler McGlaw wearing number 5. Interesting to see how many minutes he'll get this season, especially with Wharton out. That was Ayala's number, wasn't it?
Hey.
Ayala had 5 last season.
I remember Derek Williams having it. Did Ayala take it after him? When did he leave in the middle of the season, Williams?
No, Ayala joined before, so maybe I'm wrong. Leeds looking to work forward anyway, in spite of that. They've got the ball on their right with Rafinha. Ignores the overlapping run, cuts inside. Ball towards the centre of the box just outside the area. Ball inside the middle and cleared away by Darryl Lenihan. So Leeds working the ball forward. We know the quality that they've got, but unable to create a shooting chance just there.
I think I'm nicely in sync with you now, Ollie. I started pausing and playing, so that's good.
It's been a weird system, but we're there in the end.
We are.
To be honest, very little has happened so far in this game, to be fair. But, of course, with Rovers fans back in, they couldn't actually have an interesting game for the first start of it anyway. Had to bring us back to boring 0-0s as we've known for years at Ewood. So, pathetic fallacy all over again.
That's right. I was just looking at Nyambi there. He was so high up the pitch. Really good.
It's good to see. Hopefully that continues throughout the season.
Yeah.
Because going forward, we know what Ryan Nyambe's like. He's got on both sides of the ball. Got the ball again in behind for Armstrong. Leeds defenders were calling for offside. Didn't get through to him anyway. I'll tell you what. Won another throw. Good start from Rovers, this.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And the kit looks amazing. Love it.
And like I say, mine probably here in 3 weeks or so, as Rovers have got another free kick here. Davenport impeded by Matthias Klick, who obviously no stranger to Rovers, of course, having, we've seen him play against us a couple of times, scores against us every time he plays against us, really. Or he seems to. But Rovers free kick here from the right-hand side. Well too far out for Buckley to shoot. Just lofts it in. That's a poor ball, for being honest. Just behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, not good. There's plenty of people, I'm presuming in Chile, asking where they can watch the game. L seems to suggest there's free match streaming for South Americans, so let me know. You'll have to help each other out if there's a South American channel, but you can purchase it on the Rovers website, Rovers TV. $4.99 of your English sterling. I don't know what the conversion is to the Chilean currency.
I don't have my phone alongside me, so I can't even work that out. It's just here. So I can help out the Chilean fans in some way. I do apologise about this cough, by the way, as the ball goes over the top. Cleared away by Kaminsky. I've just been double vaccinated recently, so I think it might be from that.
Well, hopefully you're all right.
I hope so. Dolan moving forward with the pace. First time Rovers fans have seen him live at Ewood. Obviously, he was one of the ones that, we're all excited to see back in front of fans. To play the ball in behind for Nyambe. Gets a second bite of the cherry. Whips in central towards Armstrong, but cleared away ahead of him. Dolan again. In ball to Buckley. Davenport on the turn. Was he side down? Referee says no. Sliding challenge from Davenport as Rovers have got the ball back. McGlaw goes across. Harry Pickering in an advanced position. Can he whip the ball in? Maybe should have done first time, but elected not to. And taken out for a Rovers throw on the left-hand side in a very good position. It sounds exorbitant to us, Ryan, but I'm sure it won't be. 5,000 Chilean pesos would get you the stream.
Awesome. There you go. You know what you need to do, you Chileans. Unfortunately, we can't stream the game over YouTube for you. So you can either put up with me and Ollie or go and pay your 5,000 Chilean pesos.
5,303.53 Chilean pesos. There you go, to be exact. Kaminsky looks to loft it forward, couldn't find the Nyambe. In behind Jack Harrison, that is. Too many man buns for Leeds. You can't use a man bun to differentiate. And ball to Armstrong. Buckley offside. Assistant referee elects not to raise the flag. And so
tell me when you're at 10 minutes, Ollie. I think I'm nicely in sync, as I say.
Approaching now. I'm at 10 now.
Brilliant. Yeah, bang on.
Perfect. Dolan wasn't on the same page as Buckley. Looks for Nyambe on the run. Harrison gets back. Clears the ball on as far as Davenport. Goes to Armstrong. Looks to turn around the corner for Dolan. Davenport couldn't get on the end of it and cleared away by Melier. Now Leeds on the break. Oh no. McGlaw getting back. Lenihan getting back. And McGlaw just barges into the ground. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. McGlaw, obviously, with a bunch of loan spells, absolutely barges into the ground, and we survive as Hayden Carter clears.
That was fantastic.
That was amazing. Signed him to a 5-year deal just because of that. Long-term deal. Just told him to sit down. Quality.
Oh, dear.
It's finally, I got time to catch my breath. Tell you what, for a 0-0, hasn't been such a bad start.
No, it hasn't. It's been okay. Rovers on the front foot a little bit. I think Leeds are looking really dangerous in behind, when they do come at us at pace, but not too bad. Oh, that was tidy.
That was nice. It's with Dolan. Nice step up. That's brilliant. Looks across now for Davenport. Buckley, who really started that foray forward. The Rovers throw has come of it. Of course, for Leeds fans that are here, I know that Dave's left, but they're in action again tomorrow against Guiseley.
Leeds
next. Yep, correct. I don't think they'll be using many of these players, or you'd think not, but, with under Bielsa, they're one of the best teams in the league for running, as they've got the ball on their right-hand side through Rafinha, cuts inside, plays it across, chance for Leeds early on, deflected, but Kaminsky gets there with Jack Harrison with a shot, deflected en route to goal, and Kaminsky was able to deal with it, but Leeds threatening early on.
That's where they look dangerous, when it's that type of break and they've got the space kind of in that pocket between the three centre-backs and the wing-backs. They're just getting a lot of joy in there.
Rafinha is one of the best players in the league on his day, so you wouldn't want to give him space to run. That away end is full. My days.
It is like a league fixture.
How much I would give to see a full Ewood again, or even a full away end. We don't usually get that unless we're playing a Lancashire side, to be fair. Offside flag, Rovers free kick, 13 minutes gone, and he was still 0-0.
I think Leeds have already played Guiseley, Ollie. What was the score, Rebecca? What was the score?
Oh, they've played Guiseley. Was that yesterday? Oh, because I knew they had Guiseley and Rovers in a 1 day space, but I thought we came first. And they play Guiseley tomorrow, unless that's been rescheduled since I looked. Or I'm just wrong, one of the two. Which being a non-Leeds fan, I suppose I don't have to be right. But thanks for correcting me. I'm happy to be corrected if I'm wrong.
Claudio, it's the away kit, the red and black away kit that we're using today, not the home blue shirt.
We used the blue shirt at the weekend against Bradford. So we wanted to use this today, obviously, because it's the first game since its release. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen us wear an away kit at Ewood.
Oh, Leeds won 3-2 against Guiseley. 3-2.
There you go. One thing I'm definitely sure about, though, is that we're back in action at the weekend. Bolton.
Yes.
Ball over the top. Rafinha again. He's looked dangerous already. Looks to get past Harry Pickering. Does so. Breaks into the area. Cuts it back. Lofted shot on goal. That's a brilliant save from Kaminsky. To keep the game level. Matthias Klick thought he'd done him with a chip. And that is a worldly of a save from Thomas Kaminsky to keep the game goalless. If that's what you're in for, Rovers fans, with the Belgian number one. Obviously, we know what he's capable of, but strap yourselves in this season because that is absolutely out of the top drawer. Just claws it out of the air. Rovers fans would have shown their appreciation for that because that is a wonder save. But danger not alleviated yet. Leeds corner. Lofted in. Headed wide. By Rafinha. What a save, though, from Kaminsky to keep the game level. Close to either side have come to a goal, though.
Jared, it's a bit more difficult with this stream. It seems to be a different kind of interface than last season. So me and Ollie found it really difficult to sync up with you guys. But we're at 15, 44, 45, 46.
Yeah, we're bang on. Fair play.
Yeah. I'll let you know when we're at 16, Jared. We're just coming up to that now. 16 minutes. So at 15, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 16.
There we go.
Yeah, did anyone buy the kits today? I've not bought it. I've got one coming through the post, though, Jared, that I didn't
Shackleton
win.
across goal. Sorry, right. Early chance just there. Oh, it's Dolan. Here we go. But go on, Ryan.
I won one. I won a shirt, so that is on delivery at the moment.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How'd you win that?
So Simon Wotton from the
Oh, yeah.
You know, the community trust stuff at Rovers was just asking for nominations of people, and Luke Kimberley nominated me, and then won it on the random number generator thing. So that was pretty lucky.
Brilliant.
So indebted to Luke for that one.
Yeah, I bought mine probably at 7 o'clock last night. As soon as I could, really. Wasn't sure there was going to go any names and numbers on the back. I decided not to. So
how long do they take to get there usually?
3 weeks to a month.
Wow.
So it'll be a while, but sometime early in the season. But I've still got obviously last seasons to wear before they arrive. Davenport looking to be the orchestrator of an attack. Looks to find Pickering, couldn't do so. Rafinha, space to run. Problem for the Rovers defence. Looks for Helder Costa getting across to cover brilliantly is Hayden Carter. And we needn't have worried. Tell you what, this defence is holding up.
Yeah, I was just looking though. Pickering obviously trying to get forward. It left all that space in behind him, and Rafinha went for that. So if we are going to do wing backs this season, that'll just be one to watch with Pickering so attacking.
Yeah, with the three centre halves, I suppose it makes it easier for them to cover across.
Yeah.
McGlaw again, brilliant.
He's so rapid, isn't he?
Two number fives go at it. He's got
Oh,
a mad amount of pace. What's happened there?
let him run. He was motoring.
There is something in the game called advantage referee. Don't know if you've heard of it. I won't criticise the referees. It's a tough job.
They're going to hate fans being back in, aren't they?
Definitely. Especially now doing commentary over here. You learn not to criticise the referees as much because obviously you're on an unbiased broadcast. So I've sort of had it conditioned out of me to criticise the referees, which was something that I used to do quite regularly. Especially if we're playing Luton away, and Rovers fans will get the reference.
Ooh, that would have been a booking in the league, wouldn't it?
Probably. Probably lucky not to be a booking in a friendly either.
Onichan, I'm assuming you can still purchase the game on the Rovers website. I don't know if anyone can verify that. I think it's also available on the Leeds website, but both clubs are streaming it. So you should be able to purchase it there. Chris, who remembers the days of Chris Samba up top?
Brilliant. Chris Samba and Ryan Nelson as a centre-half partnership. Brilliant. They were the days. Pickering. Overlap. Checks. He's got Dolan in support and finds him. To turn away from Rafinha. Does well. Pickering. Oh, not a great ball there, but just acclimatising to Rovers football. To be fair, I don't mind the five at the back. I think it's working.
I think it is one that we might just try and exploit next season. I just think with Rankin Costello and Pickering wanting to get forward and, you know, the fact that they will provide assists in those positions, it might be something we really do explore, particularly if Nyambi can be that third centre-back, you know, a bit like what Kyle Walker does for England.
Of course, if we can finish runner-up in the league this season, I wouldn't complain, much like England did the Euros. I seem to have seen across all the non-biased predictions of the league, everyone has us finishing like 8th and 9th. And then whenever I'm on a Rovers biased stream, it's like 17th, 18th.
But that's the thing, like, I really don't know the state of other clubs at the moment. So I've based my prediction on the fact that for Rovers, it feels like things just aren't quite right off the pitch. And obviously we haven't made many signings or any signings. And it just feels like we're a bit kind of, you know, threadbare. But I don't know. The other clubs might be in that type of position. I've just not really done my research into them. So who knows?
Of course, Swansea on the opening day, they're not in a great position. Derby aren't in a great position.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can just dip back into the comments quickly. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm pulling through. Gareth.
Gareth giving you good kudos there.
I'm glad I'm not getting slated for it.
And also the other thing we should give you huge credit for. What time is it over there where you are?
It's 5 to 5.
5 to 5.
Go on, Buckley. Cuts in behind Armstrong. Go on! Oh, penalty ref! Oh, probably not. Probably not there. Oh, great ball in behind though from John Buckley. Poor ball from Pascal Struijk. Buckley, that's a delicious ball. And Armstrong unable to get the shot on target. That's actually, for being fair and unbiased, that's a really good piece of defending. But
I'm really looking forward to seeing Buckley next season.
Pickering in the middle. flicked away. Obviously, massive supporter of ours too, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. I just think, with the midfield options that we're not going to have next season compared to last season, Buckley, should get a lot of game time, and it could really just be a good season for him, good breakthrough. I think technically he's a wonderful footballer.
I'll tell you what, I can't say the word on stream, but there's a bit of so-called housery from Harry Pickering there. Obviously, we've got a little bit of it with Trav, but if we haven't another with Pickering, who knows? Dolan latches onto a loose ball, half chance. Llorente sees it behind for a Rovers corner.
Let me know when you're on 24 minutes.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 24.
Awesome.
Somehow we've done it. Yeah, back-to-back alarms before 4, because obviously yesterday for the stream and then today for this. So, clear in the middle towards Carter. Heads it on McGlaw. Nearly breaks for Armstrong, but couldn't do so. Rafinha. Pickering. Almost a bit like a WWE there. Sees him down to the floor.
What are they showing a replay of that for?
Just bit of wrestling, but highlight the ball from Buckley to Armstrong.
It was a great sliding tackle from Llorente, to be fair. Did really well.
Yeah. I sort of said that as it happened, but, on reflection, maybe deserves more credit than we gave it, because that is an unbelievable challenge.
Just picking up Michael's comment here. Yeah, Garrett's looking neat and tidy in that middle. Is this his debut, or did he play against Bradford?
He came on against Bradford.
Came on, but he's looking really assured in the centre of that park. He's not looking out of place at the moment.
The one thing about defensive mids that I sort of say, if you're not commentating their name, they're doing a good job.
Yeah,
because they're just neat and tidy, playing the ball, winning the ball. I don't know if I've mentioned Jake Garrett's name once. He's done a brilliant job so far.
Just positionally been really tight in there. Buckley's obviously the one who's provided most of the attacking threat out of the three in that middle, but, really good.
Obviously, in pre-season, didn't really get a mention as like one of the ones to break through. Maybe could be the one, though. He does look assured in that midfield.
Good tackle.
Oh, you're now in front of me.
Am I?
Yeah, you're now in front. Couple of seconds or so, but well in Jake Garrett. Quality.
I'll tell you when I'm on 26, 40, 37, 38, 39, 40.
See, that's bang on, but you reacted to the tackle a little earlier than I saw it.
Something's obviously happened between us and Down Under.
Who knows?
We're back in sync, though.
Can I just say, how many times does that Macron logo appear on that keeper kit? Obviously, we had the question in the stream on the home kit appears 7 times, probably more like 70 on the on the keeper kit.
That was a great noughties tackle, Jared. It was, and Arnaud, hello to you. Welcome back.
Bucko doing what Elliot did last season. Another comment in there, don't mind that. Leeds working the ball forward, shot on goal is easily repelled.
Leeds are
by
definitely
Kaminsky.
trying to exploit that space in between Pickering and Carter. They're going down that side all the time.
Does look like they're having you to goal, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Michael. Brio on the left, Dolan on the right. I really like this setup.
Oh, ball in board, poor one. Intercepted. Buckley drives forward, edge of the area, breaks inside the box, shoots on goal, saved by Melliot. Oh, great run, Buckley. Brilliant run from Buckley. That was quality. Now Leeds back the other way. Helder Costa. Helter-skelter stuff at Ewood. Ball in from Harrison is blocked in the end by Buckley, who was getting back. Well done by Buckley here, though. Enterprising drive.
Yeah.
Great run inside the area. Perhaps should have done better, but with the shot. But
if we can get a formation going this season that allows Buckley or Rothwell to be that one that drives forward from that central position, it's obviously perfect for when Bradley Dack comes back as well. So, you know, I really hope we can just explore that. That was great from Buckley there.
I tell you one, he's been one that we haven't really mentioned. A brilliant bit of skill from Harrison. Nyambe shuts him down, though. He's been up there with our best player for me, John Buckley, so far.
He has.
I reckon he's been near man of the match, I reckon.
Yeah.
From a Rovers point of view, at least.
He's obviously still got my prediction ringing in his ears from last night's stream.
Oh, he's done brilliantly again. For the Angel of the North, who finds Pickering. The middle for Dolan. Back out wide to Armstrong on the Rovers left. Got space to move. Shoots on goal towards the top corner, but it's over the bar. Good effort.
Good effort indeed. Vintage Armstrong in many respects, just getting it from that left and bending it.
Yeah, it was a bit sort of, correct if I'm wrong, Notts Forest-esque. At home, I think it was a 2-2 draw. He scored a similar goal, cutting in from the wing, curling it top corner. That was the sort of first time I saw Armour in a Rovers shirt do something spectacular, and definitely not the last.
Just going to pick up a couple of comments. So Mark, I was glad to see some young lads getting game time today. Couldn't understand fans' grief given the lineup. Yeah, we've got some great talented young lads, and I think we've said it on loads of streams, Mark, that, you know, one thing Venky's have done really well is maintain that Category 1 academy. So if we're going to use it, let's use it this season if we haven't got much money to spend on transfers. So, you know, we're picking up a good bunch up in that northwest area. So definitely, let's see how they go. And Jake Garrett's done great today, so that's good. And then Chris, elaborate on that one. Tuning late to the show, was Rothwell's absence and potential exit mentioned? None of those things were mentioned from what I saw. I do need to just check Rich Sharp and Jacob's tweets, but I've not seen anything along those lines.
There's not really been many rumours, has there, about Rothwell leaving? Well, there's been rumours, but not many, like, ones with much meat to them, if you like.
Yeah. He's just another one, though. It's quite similar to Armstrong in many respects, that clubs know that we're not in the driving seat with Armstrong and Rothwell and Nyambe. You know, we've not got the money to give them that big contract. So all three of those players and the three clubs that might sign them just will sit and play the waiting game and get it on their terms.
Tell you what, it's frustrating, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they're brilliant players, all three of them. On their day, of course.
Yeah. I mean, Armstrong's one that you can kind of understand if it happens. You know, there is track records of players like Ollie Watkins and Neil Morpay and Kevin Phillips back in the day, whoever, you know, they all eventually leave championship clubs if they're one of the top scorers. So you can kind of accept that one as a fan. But if Nyambe and Rothwell were to go, it'd be a bit of a bitter one to take that.
I think if Nyambe goes, we've got JRC.
Yeah.
To slot in. Pickering looks in the middle. Decent ball towards the back post. Nyambe was arriving, but he was nearly on for his first ever Rovers goal at any level. Of course, it wouldn't have counted for much because obviously it's not a competitive game, but still would have been nice nonetheless. That would have been amazing.
Oh, here we go. Chris and Michael. Michael, there was a rumour one out in this week and the outgoing wouldn't play. And then Chris, rumour on BFC from a reliable source that first teamer was on his way in his absence tonight would give away who it was. That's a shame if he does go.
Just, probably the midfield last season was the area in which we had the most depth. And now with Rothwell potentially leaving, it could now be the weakest with the likes of Evans gone, Downing gone, Tribal gone.
If I gave you a choice, so you could, if Rothwell leaving would allow us to offer the money to Nyambe to keep him, and let's say, I'll just let you commentate this first.
So let's see if Rafinha gets forward, cleared away by Lenihan.
Rothwell leaving allows you to offer Nyambe a new contract with the terms he wants, and let's say Adam Armstrong with a release clause in his contract of £15 million. Would you accept that situation?
Put the release clause to 20 and I would, yes. I don't think 15 million's enough of a release clause. But in terms of Rothwell or Nyambe, I'm taking Nyambe.
Yeah.
So if it means that, if it means that Rothwell leaves, no. So I'm just going to say, if it means Rothwell leaving to keep Nyambe, I would.
Michael picking that up here. Hate the fact people are comfortable with JRC being the Nyambe backup replacement.
Well, it's just what we've come accustomed to, isn't it? Because he's played there before.
JRC has got, as much as we all love JRC, and I'm hoping he becomes a big player for Rovers, he has got to have an injury-free season next season. He's just got to. I think he's always had those little niggly injuries for the last couple of years or so. So we need him fit for the season. Yeah,
it's just he's the best right back outside Nyambe at the club, but his hamstrings are made of paper mache sometimes as it's bouncing around in the area. Rafinha, curling shot on goal. He's tipped over the bar. That moved.
That did move. I think he got a little nick, didn't it, on the way as well.
Kaminsky had to readjust himself before tipping it over the bar. But Leeds pressing to try and get the opener.
No, it didn't. It didn't get a nick. It just had some weird spin on it.
I didn't even change the... not that it matters, of course, but didn't even change the overlay. There you go.
Awesome.
Hopefully I don't have to change it again if it's from this corner.
That'd be so typical.
Oh, no. Harrison. Headed away. Oh.
You nearly joined a illustrious Hall of Fame watch-along list there, Ollie, of which me, Luke and Joe are all part of. And Alex, I think, as well. We've all said something that we regret on these streams.
That would have been clip worthy. Shackleton. He's now inside the area. Helder Costa. Shot well charged down there. Buckley again. He's everywhere.
Ooh.
That's fine. It's fine.
Luke, we said earlier, Garrett is looking very neat and tidy. He's kind of sat in the base of the midfield. And as Ollie said earlier, he's not had to commentate his name much, which is a good sign for a defensive mid. So he does not look out of place in that midfield area.
Costa driving. Well blocked. And Tyrese Dolan can move away with it. Just hoofs it down the line, though. I've got 2 more games to commentate this weekend. Don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll pull through.
Get that medication going.
I'll have to. Saturday and Sunday. So on, what is it? Thursday today? Thursday morning?
Yeah, it is for you.
Yeah.
I'll just let Ollie do this, Alexander. There we go.
What's he saying? In the comments.
the Rovers are doing well. Yeah, there's lots of energy, Alexander. Leeds are looking quite dangerous on the break, particularly down our left-hand side. But, this is a good, youthful Rovers side, and there's lots of energy trying to make things happen. Buckley's played really well as an all-action midfielder. Pickering, you can see the attacking threat that he's going to provide for us. And seen some nice stuff from Dolan as well. So it's been okay.
Just that comment on the screen I've just put up there from Michael Sandback. Quality. I will off my hamstrings. Who wouldn't?
Well, I think it's a joint offer with Jared.
I mean, there's no use offering mine. Mine are about... If his are made of paper mache, I don't know what mine are made of. Look at that Macron logo. I can't get over it.
It's bizarre.
I mean, if there was any doubt in Rovers fans' minds whether we'd moved over from Umbro, just take a look at that keeper kit.
Absolutely. Oh, what's going on here?
Doesn't look good. Whoever it is.
Roberts, is it? Rodrigo.
I don't think Tyler Roberts was starting.
I think it's Rodrigo.
He's on the bench, so it's Van den Heuvel, Ayling, Dallas, Robertson, Greenwood on the bench.
Jared, $5 for every Gallagher goal this season, or +5. So thank you for the $13 first and foremost. +$5 for every Gallagher goal this season. Let's make a prediction. You're going to be broke, man. But thanks ever so much for that, Jared.
He'll yeah, you're gonna have to put a lot of trivia nights on to get the money you're gonna be donating us with the amount that Gallagher's gonna score.
But thank you, mate. Really appreciate that.
Second that. Rodrigo's fine, it looks like.
Yeah. I was just doing a bit of crowd spotting then, seeing if I could see anyone from Rovers Chat, but I didn't quite see him.
You've just donated. Don't slate him. But, of course, thank you for the donation. Much appreciated. First one of the season in terms of streams, in terms of Rovers Chat watch-alongs.
Absolutely. Chris, that's tickled me as well. Did you see Jake Garrett's video for the Rovers Chat thing?
Yes. I did understand it. I did understand it, so I guess
stood in his hallway being ordered to do the video, probably by Joe Harvey over the
I think someone commented in the stream, is he being held hostage?
It's class.
Bit of a lull in the game at the moment then.
Well done.
Dolan again. Buckley. Looks over the top for Armstrong. Couldn't quite get it behind. Lorente a little bit unsure there, Ryan.
Yeah, he was. He
just
did enough to recover, didn't he? But yeah, he looked just for a moment like Armstrong was just going to nick in ahead of him. Yes, Rick. Hope JRC's been able to afford a new phone. Looked like he recorded his vid on a potato. Yeah, I noticed that.
Tell you what, you're not far off there. Get that, Carter.
Well
Good
done.
lad.
And hello to Benjamin. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, got a fair few viewers on the old stream tonight.
How many of you in the comments are going to be at Ewood for the first game against Swansea? Let us know if you're going to be there.
Obviously, goes without saying that I won't be there, but I'll be watching, of course. I think I'll say
on the private jet for you.
I wish. I think that's a midnight kickoff, so that works a little bit better for me, but that's all right.
We've got some Chileans back. I'm assuming that this is asking where is Brereton Díaz. He is on the substitutes bench, Ignacio. He'll probably come on in the second half, so stay with us for that second half.
I can't wait for the explosion in the comments when he does come on. It's going to be amazing.
And if he scores.
Oh, great from Garrett and Dolan. Garrett was fouled. Was it Buckley? Buckley's down. Buckley did well to win the ball initially. And then from there, they played on and then Garrett did well. But Buckley's back up, which is good.
It's just it was an awkward challenge, wasn't it? It's like his leg just got trapped a little bit in the spaces.
Kaminsky forward as we enter the final minute of the first 45.
I've really enjoyed this, you know.
Yeah, it's been a good game without any goal mouth action of which to speak.
Let us know what you think, Rovers fans, in the comments. Have you enjoyed it, those of you that are watching?
Struijk, really poor ball from him. And is that the half-time whistle? It appears to be so. So, half-time at Ewood Park. And as I just mentioned, no goal mouth action of which to speak. But for the neutrals, it's been a decent half of football. If not from a Rovers point of view, we've had a lot of decent players. I think Jake Garrett's been quality. Buckley, Tyrese Dolan going forward. And I think the back five has worked out all right. But at half-time at Ewood Park, it's Blackburn Rovers 0. Leeds United 0. So, Ryan, summations of that first half?
Yeah, I think, as I say, I think Leeds are looking quite dangerous on the break. And I think when they do turn it on, you know, they are looking a Premier League side, particularly down their right-hand side with Rafinha and others. So I think that's one to watch, that space in behind Pickering. But, you know, there's been lots of energy, lots of endeavour from, you know, players that didn't feature much last season in the likes of John Buckley. So really good. Good to see Jake Garrett looking at home in the centre of midfield, as you say. Good to see Hayden Carter and Tyler McGraw. I can't even say his name.
McGraw, I think it's McGraw. I think it's McGraw.
But when you consider the age of that side, the average age of that side, and, you know, they are a good Premier League side under a very good manager in Bielsa, you know, I think they've held their own really well and it's been a good, energetic performance. I do think there's a little bit more to come from Leeds and it'll be really interesting once we start bringing on our youngsters. But enjoyable half. Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
I would agree. If we just quickly go to the comments, we'll start with Michael. Could do with one of Garrett or Davenport joining the attacks for the extra numbers. I think they've done well. Players sort of playing as sort of sixes, if you will. But you're right there. Benji, high gang another season. You're right there. Can't wait for it, despite the, you know, sort of problems that Rovers have had off the pitch. A lot of Ben Brereton appreciation, which is nice. Look at all that. You know, just makes you so happy to see that. Just if we try and find one comment that's not about Ben Brereton, Nyambe has been class. Definitely. People saying McGraw is looking good, doing well. I'd agree, Alexander. I know you're not watching the game, but I think he's been decent, to be fair. These comments about Brio are amazing. It's brilliant. Not a bad first half. Garrett's looked good. Yep. Again, I'd agree. Right. We look better first half than we did plenty of halves last season. These youngsters hungry. Again, yep. I mean, the youngsters last season have sort of, you know, they've gone past that target, haven't they, really? Buckley, I know. We sort of had him as a youngster. Do you call Trav a youngster? I'm not sure.
Well, given some of the age of people like Garrett and Carter and people like that, you know, he's verging into kind of away from the youngster territory now, isn't he? And actually, when you consider who's going to be in our team next season, he's getting into one of the experienced, important members of our side, isn't he? So he's another one that I just want a full season out of. We can't be doing with him having the little nicks and knocks and things like that.
Yeah, Max Tierney is a Leeds fan. You can see by the picture there. It says Rafinha's going to score, boys. If we're going to be unbiased, he's looked like the most likely for Leeds.
He has. He's looked really dangerous down that side. Definitely giving Pickering something to think about, and looks really clever, you know, in terms of exploiting the space.
Dave Waring's back to Leeds as well. So we've got a few Leeds fans in here. So, you know, we'll try and keep it relatively unbiased. But of course, obviously, we want a level of bias there. But we'll give something for the Leeds fans there. Good first half for our first hit out. Showed our class, but credit to Rovers. Yeah, I think Leeds have looked decent. You know, you can tell they're a decent side. But again, going forward, they've done well. I'll find the other comment that will affirm this. Kaminsky's been good, been very good. Benjamin has had a few good saves to make. I think the one from Rafinha was probably the best of them. Oh no, the one from, who was it? Was it Jack Harrison? Where he nearly got lobbed?
Was it Click? Was it? Could have been Harrison. Could have been Click.
It was Click, you're right. It was Matthias Click, you're right. But nearly got lobbed. Brilliant save. He's made 2 or 3 like proper good saves. Oh no. Oh, Michael. I hope that doesn't come back to bite you, mate. I hope that doesn't come back to bite you. I'll tell you what, God forbid we go down this season, Hall of Fame worthy. Clip that.
Yeah, you'll be joining us in the Hall of Fame, Michael. You don't want to be in there.
Am I there yet? I don't think so.
You would have been had that goal gone in after the overlay, but I think you've dodged your bullet now, so you're fine.
Yeah. Like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix was able to get out of the way of that one.
That's it.
So I think we will take a very quick break, probably, 5 or so minutes, maybe a little bit more before the start of the second half. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment for the second half of action from Ewood Park between Blackburn Rovers and Leeds. See you in a bit.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
now. We are back now. Thank you for letting me know. Ellis, Benjamin, I'm with you. There we go. So as I was just saying there, bringing up the comments on the stream, a few spot fires. Yeah, I have done. Thank you for letting me know I have done. I'm pretty sure. I'm muted here, unmuted here. Let me know if I'm all good. The lack of sound's making me a little bit nervous, but we're all good now. Just checking. All good. Right. I thought I was, but welcome back to the Rovers Chat stream. Obviously wasn't saying too much. And now they're all coming through as soon as I've got one confirmation, like London buses. Once you wait for one, they'll come through at once. Just saying a few spot fires off the back of this comment from Michael Sandbach. You know, he was baited out a few Leeds fans, let's say. Including this one saying, Michael, stick to being a service station from my mate Dave Waring. Mutual respect for the comment. But yeah, in terms of that first half, you know, decent bit of football, but no goals of which to speak of as of yet. Diego, no Brereton, no party. He'll be on second half. Hoping so. Ben to the field right now or what? I mean, I'd say so. I think he'll be back. I think he'll be on in the second half. I mean, to be honest, we're as eager to see him as you are. So I hope you're right. Anything else that I missed while off air? I don't believe so. Zach, what score? I know it's been answered for you. 0-0. Also on the screen there, to be fair, but it's all good. Still no goals of which to speak of as of yet. Of course, Ryan yet to join me. Back for the second half. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Michael Pearson, what am I missing on the watch along? We did okay for 30 minutes. We did okay for the 45, to be fair. Not really much goal match action for Rovers. Kaminsky's had a few saves to make. Buckley and Garrett probably the pick of the bunch for Rovers, as Ryan is back with me. We'll put him back on mute. So Ryan, welcome back.
Hello.
Just going through the comments here. What's 3 at the back for 3/5 at the back looking? Pretty good, to be fair. I don't know how you see it, but I think McGlaw, Carter, and Lenihan, that's the one. Yeah, decent, I reckon. I think it's all right.
I think so. I think it's just that space in behind the wing backs that I think lead. I've said it a number of times on the stream, haven't I? So that's just the only thing to watch for me, and maybe it might be an area of weakness through the season. It's obviously an area of weakness that wing back formations do have. So, but yeah, I think, you know, to say it's a really young back line, it looks okay.
Dave Waring, what's it like to see a crowd? Get out of here, mate. Behave. Maximiliano, are you showing the match? Obviously, copyright, we can't. So, if we could, we would, but we can't for obvious reasons. Jack Harrison to score a brace. Again, Max, please behave. I think if he's to score, I think he'd be the one. Either him or Rafinha. I think what you mean, Brereton to Alexis Sanchez, bang on. Chris Hayes, bang on. Our very own Chris Hayes, I should say. Brilliant comment. That's going to be underrated. That's not going to get the respect it deserves. Fine with 5 at the back as long as I don't have to see Daniel Ayala play. Well, it's looking likely that he might have to throughout the season, especially if we don't bring in another centre half, unless we go with McGlaw. Maybe. I don't know what your thoughts are, Ryan.
With Ayala in a back three, I mean, a back three would probably give him a bit of security, wouldn't it? You know, he didn't look convincing last season. I do just wonder if he's more suited to a back two, you know, 2 centre backs being a bit of a leader back there. So maybe. We'll see.
As the players re-emerge, it looks like Leeds have made a couple of changes because Luke Ayling's there. I was just switching my stream over as the Rovers players came out, so not too sure if we've made any changes either.
We'll just try and keep our eye.
I think Ayling's the only one I can sort of see, ostensibly.
How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't look like we've got 11 there at the moment.
Well, there's Buckley, Armstrong, Niambe. Who's that? Who's that there? Is that McLaw there? Lennon, Davenport, Garrett.
Is it Dolan, maybe? Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Brio's on. Oh, get me to the comments. Get me to the comments. Here he is. Here he is.
It's Big Ben time. All of you.
Brio.
Here we go.
I'll put that in the comments, even just for the rest of you. Brio. Oh, look at it explode.
There we go. Brio on for Tyrese Dolan, for those of you that are not watching.
I didn't see who came on for. I was too busy
Dolan,
getting in Brazen Mania. Forest City Trivia, have you got any whiskey beside you? No. I'm not even old enough to drink yet, so there you go. But away from that, positives. Look at this. I'm just going to try and flash up all the comments. Leeds fans are so confused and I love it. As we're away for the second half. John Buckley. Oh, he's side down. Sure, oh, he's won. Probably won the ball.
It's a bit slow releasing that ball.
For Leeds fans who are confused, we were about as confused as you were when this whole thing started. Obviously, Ben Brereton signed from Nottingham Forest for about 7 million. Ayling came on for Llorente, just to confirm that change for Leeds fans. Yeah, signed from Forest, and in an interview, he said he was eligible to play for Chile, and all the Chile fans started coming over to his comments saying, "Play for Chile, play in the Copa America, scored against Bolivia," and about all she wrote, really. Chilean fans love him. His mum's Chilean. He's born in Stoke-on-Trent. But yeah, it's class.
And he's still only 22. You know, he's got so much development still to go. You know, he's got raw ability all over. I think he still needs to work on his finishing a bit. But, you know, dribbling, pace, strength, drive. He's got all of those things.
Of course, when teams playing in all white, if it's Preston away again, you know, could score. Because obviously he did score against Preston.
Absolutely.
So maybe a Preston away. That was probably his best performance of the club, mind. So save again, please, Brio. I really want to go back to the comments, but I can't because the game's on the same screen. So
I'll pick the comments up for you. Don't worry.
I hope it's brilliant, and I'm sure it is.
Good tackle again.
Buckley steps in. That is class. Brio.
Here we go.
Does really well. Oh. Beat one challenge and couldn't get past the second, but that was actually not too bad from Brio there.
Oh, dear. Chris, Ben scores, I'll get the Chilean flag tattooed on my arse. So, there we go. You've heard it here first.
You're not even on the watch along, Chris, but that would put you Hall of Fame for sure. And we are going to hold you to that. I hope you know.
And Dallas, the roar in the stadium when he came on must have been mad. We're both on mute, me and Ollie, so we didn't hear it, Ellis. Let us know in the comments if there was a cheer.
There would have been, surely. I don't know what time it is in Chile, but all those Chilean fans would have been going absolutely crazy.
They must be skiving work just to watch this friendly at the moment.
I mean, I know that I was tuning into the Chilean game from school, so hopefully they're doing sort of similar things. If they're at work, of course. Ball over the top. McClaw should deal with it. Sort of snookers himself in the end, but sorts his feet out to clear it out of play.
The numbers are growing. Words got out in Chile that Big Ben is on.
I'll tell you what. It's unbelievable. I mean, to the Chilean fans out there, just know that not only are you making Ryan and mine's evening or morning, you Rovers fans appreciate you massively. Like, thank you for joining us and bestowing your joy and your happiness about Brio upon us, because we've had it for a slight while longer, and it's good to see you share that as well. And I'm sure Ryan like our sentiments.
Ah, definitely. I'll just let you do this first, though.
Nyambe balling, back stick, chested back from A-Link to Melier.
But no, we absolutely love it as well, and we're delighted to welcome all the Chilean Rovers fans. It's a crazy story, but brilliant and great to see just a nation loving a player in that way. So awesome. We love it.
Next stop, Namibia for Ryan Nyambe.
Yes.
Brereton side down. Get off him. Get off our man, Ben. Who do you think you are, Robin Koch? Get off him. McGlaw, heavy touch. Advantage from the referee. Over the top.
Oh,
Kaminsky
yeah.
well off his line. We've been accustomed to this.
That's my guy.
Thomas Kaminsky fan club president Ryan Hildred. He's brilliant, isn't he?
First time I saw him play and saw how far off his line he was, I was like, oh my days.
We've got Tommy K and HB source this season as well, to be fair. Condiments that he would.
Absolutely shot up. And I wish that I could speak your language, but we have got so many people from Chile in these comments. Thank you.
It is remarkable.
Yes, here we go.
It's amazing.
Greater than Rodrigo. Greater than Bamford.
Brilliant. This is amazing. Junior Firpo on the Leeds left. Looks to find Harrison. Can't do so.
Here we go. Look, Chilean Rovers hand in hand. I love that vowel.
Definitely. Could not agree more. All over the top, Kaminsky. Go on.
In Chile, we all support Blackburn. I love it. We love you all you Chileans. We love you all.
Amazing. This is amazing. Look at the viewers gone up here. Oh, this is amazing. Alexander Haven's watching. Yeah. They're all shouting Diaz and giving him a wave. Look at that. There we go. That's the one. Our attendance double when Brio came on.
It looks like it's chucking it down now as well.
This is one of the greatest things I've been a part of. I'll be honest.
We can't speak Spanish, I'm afraid, Jay.
We can't.
We're so sorry. Oh,
go on. Off his line. A la Cardiff City, but my days. Yeah, we obviously can't speak Spanish, but thanks for speaking it, even though we can't understand it. This is amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
I tell you what, if Brio scores, not only will Chris Hayes have to tattoo the Chilean flag on his proverbial behind, the comment section will go mental.
This has been brilliant. I think this weather's going to cause a few problems. Slippery.
It probably will. And of course,
That's a great ball.
the ball went behind, by the way. We'll get back to the comment I was about to make in a moment. Ball in the middle, headed away. Obviously, for Chilean Rovers fans, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff at Bolton, UK time. I don't know how that translates. So they're in the area. Shots blocked by Pickering, who clears away.
Here we go.
The Rovers on the attack. Brio.
Go on, Brio.
Ailing for company.
Oh,
He's done him! Oh, my days! He just scooped him to oblivion.
He's absolutely mad for it.
Go on, Brio, lad. Oh.
Send
Oh,
right
my
in.
days. I'm speechless. Buckley on the turn. Brio picks it back up. Back to goal. Finds Armstrong.
Ooh.
Shoots on goal. It's just wide.
What a lovely turn that was, Diego. Oh my God. That was our thoughts exactly, Diego.
Oh, you can't wipe the smile off my face. That was... Oh.
It was a lovely little turn, wasn't it, from him?
Oh, it was beautiful. Just turned his man. Got through the two of them. As if they weren't even there. Armstrong. Oh. Free kick's been given.
That was nearly perfect, just combining like a touch into a knock forward all in one movement, but he did foul Struijk.
Tell you what, this second half already has been immense. Surely Leeds don't temper our excitement. They've got a corner, so they might well do. But the start of this half has been amazing.
Here's the main man, Luke Kimberley in the house. I was born in Stoke-on-Trent, but I was made in South America.
There you go.
Luke.
Hope all's well, Lucas. Leeds enter the penalty area. Driving shot on goal is really well saved. Smartly from Kaminsky, who got down. Pinballs in the penalty area, and we get away. Armstrong.
Oh, brilliant from Armstrong.
Ahead of him. He's got someone to his right too, by the looks. In fact, he's encouraging Nambi to run. Can't get there. Nambi keeps going, but Melier outside of his area clears.
Mark, I agree with this. If there's doubts over Ayala's long-term fitness, you know, Wharton's obviously coming back from another long-term injury, funds are tight. I agree. Like, let's play him. Let's get him in, particularly if it is going to be a back three where there is that more security for the other two centre-backs as well. So, definitely. What do you think, Ollie?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long you'd want to give him with his injury run, but I think, especially in pre-season games, he's looked brilliant when he's got the chance, but he's not been given the chance too often. I really like Tyler McGlory as a centre-half, and I hope he gets that chance. We've just got to give it him. A ball in behind. Another chance for Leeds, and it's deflected over the crossbar for another corner.
It's that ball in behind Pickering again. It's just, he's so intelligent with his movement, isn't he, Rafinha?
Yeah. It's sort of one of those where you don't know whether to slate Pickering or to just congratulate Rafinha because it's a tough assignment.
Oh, you know, Pickering was playing League One football last season. Rafinha, as you said earlier, on his day, one of the best players in the Premier League. So
you've got to give him time, of course. Corner in, header on goal. What a save again from Kaminsky. My days, we have got a brilliant number one. Corner in from Jack Harrison, if you're not watching. Header on goal. And a very smart save from TK. It's about as good as it gets. Leading to another corner. Harrison. One arm aloft. Whips it in again. Headed away. Armstrong can't latch on. Firpo. Back to Harrison. Finds Rafinha. Looks for Firpo. Good defending. Work there from Davenport. Headed away. Taken down by Costa. Did well. Ooh. Edge of the box. Just wide. That's really clever play from Helder Costa.
Leeds have definitely exerted himself in this half now. They've taken it up a notch. I think there were a couple of comments that that suggested that at half-time, saying that Leeds have got another gear and we haven't really seen Leeds. So they have definitely definitely been pushing this half.
And they're going to the bench too. Tyler Roberts, by the looks of things. I think that's Stuart Dallas as well, who's getting ready to come on.
So many people in the comments. Ander, Matthias, Jose, Jesus, Matthias, Patricio. All
to be fair,
Rio.
they're all Spanish comments. I've never seen anything like this before, and I absolutely love it.
I'm not bringing the comments up, all of you. I don't know what you're putting in the comments, so I really don't want to click on something that might be offensive in Spanish. So we appreciate all of your support, you Spanish/Chilean fans. We love it.
Oh, we're pretty safe with this one.
Yes. There we go.
We're pretty safe. Show us your TV. We copyright again. And also, I've got it on the one stream, so. Well, Leeds have got the ball, so just forward halfway in an attacking sense for them. Costa looks to turn. Ball kept in play. Garrett across again. He's been brilliant. As it's probably whipped in from the Leeds right. It's again well defended at the front post. Hayden Carter, who I will say has impressed me.
He has. Nikos, I love Brereton. Maxi, Brereton is my passion. Love that. Camilo, he only came on at half time, so he's only been on for 15 minutes at the moment. He's had a few neat touches and a lovely turn that he did in the centre of the park, but Leeds have been pushing Rovers this half, so we're not seeing too many touches from Brio.
But when he's gone on the ball, my word.
He's looked good.
He has.
Oh, God. Don't remind me, Luke. Please.
Pickering chest down. Finds the man of the moment in Brio. Looks to find Armstrong in behind. Oh, has he fouled?
Oh.
Struijk there. He gets very lucky. And all of a sudden, we've ticked over an hour. And now Leeds finally go to the bench. Where do you watch the game? Rovers TV. That's how we've got it. I think Leeds are streaming it too. Motionline's here for two reasons. First, Brereton. Second, Bielsa.
Yeah, of course. Bielsa. Great manager.
So, Rafinha's off. Tyler Roberts on.
Harry Pickering will be so pleased.
Junior Firpo's also gone off. Rodrigo coming off as well, so it looks like a triple change. Sam Greenwood on for Moreno, and I think straight swap puts perhaps Dallas to left back.
Jared.
Go on, I can't see the comment.
Nada como se dice, runs like a wild dog. I probably murdered that pronunciation, so my apologies.
He's brilliant. This is amazing.
Luke is on the absolute wind-up. I'm going to kill you, Luke. I'm going to have you, mate. You've seen this.
I'll switch back over. Buckley's down. Hopefully he's all right. Oh.
Disgusting, Luke. That's a yellow card. You are not my fellow DJ.
Stop stuttering when you're commentating. Aaron, I apologise. I'm slightly ill and under the weather, so I'm doing my best. Usually, I'm a lot better than this. This is perhaps the worst I've ever done, but through the season, I'll be doing better. As ball's on the edge of the area. Oh, attempted overhead kick as well. But Melier gets there. So, yeah, I do apologise. I've said this a couple of times. Show your TV. Well, we can't. Legal reasons, we can't show the TV. We could if we would. But we appreciate your support. How is my English? Good. Very good. Chilean, can't speak English. Yes, you can. So, to throw in 4 Leeds. which Dallas takes. Goes with the 1-2. I can only imagine you're reacting to some good comments as finally, I'm now sort of hitting my stride a little bit.
I'm just chuckling at Luke still. I'm just going to send him a message.
Give you time to do that. As the ball breaks kindly for Nyambe. Now Buckley. Davenport back with. Buckley goes back, poor back pass, and McLeod as well too. Just let the ball run through to Thomas Kaminsky. Pascal Struijk. Dallas finds a 1-2 with Harrison. Nyambe should get across and does. Polite push in the back there of Nyambe, who plays the ball out of play from Harrison, so a Rovers throw.
Oh dear. A lot of people are still asking how Brio's playing, so your turn to address this one, Ollie. We might have to answer this a few times before the end.
Well, he's been tidy when he's got on the ball, which is, I'll say more than tidy. He's been explosive when he's got on the ball, but he hasn't got on the ball very much. Hopefully that changes. He's in the vicinity again, doesn't get his head to it though.
This one, oh, here we go. Where was this one? I declare myself sexual Brereton Díaz.
Oh no. The Chilean fans are brilliant, aren't they? They're incredible. We sound like broken records, but we've got to give them the respect they deserve. Now with
Natasha, thank you. I'm a Leeds fan, but I rate Blackburn. Good club. Thank you, Natasha.
That's a nice comment. Shackleton was offside as he plays out of play. Goal kick was a shot on goal, wasn't on target anyway. Have you seen the follow-up comment from Luke Kimberley? You know the one I'm referring to.
I am. He's just my
as nice as that is, and I respect the support. We can't do it.
Luke's uncovered my secret about my OnlyFans account.
Armstrong looks to latch on, gets there ahead of Shackleton, but only momentarily.
Oh,
could be a chance in. Oh, I couldn't get on the end of it, Buckley. Oh, looks to prod it aside for Brian Nyambe, but I'm sure John Buckley's eyes would have lit up there.
Big shout out to Jared in the comments as well. He's getting his Spanish out. Brilliant.
Ball forward, McLaw. Great tackle. It was sort of a double team with Davenport and McLaw there. They were able to work it out. Ball out wide now to the Rovers left. Armstrong, well, considering he's not been substituted off, hasn't he, because his opponent was, but Armstrong checks, but can't get past Struijk. Of course, because it was Rafinha, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, Pickering's still on. Dallas melts it down, goes in board. Spray the ball out wide, Leeds. Garrett in again, brilliant sliding challenge. Brio's on the ball now, driving down the Rovers left with pace. He's getting into his stride. Here he goes, edge of the area, into the box. Shot is on target, but well saved by Ilan Melia. First real shooting chance for Brereton Díaz since returning from the Copa America. Picks up the ball inside his own half and just runs. This is what we do know about Brereton Díaz. He can run and nearly puts Rovers 1-0 up.
Oh, Chris, hats! I love that comment. That's good banter, that, Chris.
Gareth, what shirt number is Brereton Díaz? He's moved from 19 to 20 and now 20 to 22. So But obviously no names on the back of the shirt, so we're not sure if he's going to go with Brereton or Brereton Díaz. I think we're going Brereton Díaz due to the Twitter comment, or Twitter post rather. So I think it will be Brereton Díaz 22, as it is for Chile, I'd assume. As Rovers look to the bench, Dan Pike, Lenny, I think it's Sereno, although I'm not really sure. Correct me again if I'm wrong. Coming on.
This is the point in the game that I feared.
McBride.
Is he changing the wing backs? I'm assuming.
Pickering's off. Armstrong's off. For Jack Vale, who is sporting number 11. Of course, he did look very promising at the end of the 1920 season, playing against Reading in the 4-3 win. And Conor McBride gets his first taste of Ewood first-team football. I saw Brio sort of in shot there, so I didn't know if he was going to come off. Would have been very surprised. It's John Buckley who will go off for McBride.
Daniel there. Man of the match, Buckley, tonight. He's played really well, hasn't he, Daniel?
Yeah.
I'll just pick up this comment as well. Where was it? James. Good banter, but I think judging by the amount of Leeds fans at Ewood Park versus Rovers fans, we know whose cup final it really is.
Way, there we go. Don't mind that. Give Big Ben the number 10, so we can say Ben 10. I don't know who is the number 10 this season, because obviously Holtby's gone. So I'm not really sure who's got it, but Brio's on the ball. Driving forward, looks for the overlap. This is Sereno, who's just come on. If only we had Joe Harvey in the chat who could tell us a little bit more about him from watching 18s football. McGlaw goes out wide. I'm trying to accustom to these new shirt numbers that have come on. I believe 17's Dan Pike. So Rovers looks to move forward. Brio on the turn. Couldn't quite get away. Fights tigorously, though, to win it back and does so to a very good manner. Sereno skips inside. Got space in which to move. Got runners in support. Sereno surely barging the back, and he was. So free kick left of centre. Dangerous position for Rovers. Very good work from Lenny Sereno to get into that position. And he's looked sprightly since coming on. Hopefully the start of a long career in Rovers colours.
Luke's just sent me what this actually means, and he's put, Hickmet loves Ryan more than Chile loves Brio. Brio is our hero. Get him in the hot tub. Brio scores and the spam javelin is out.
Oh, no. Oh.
Luke.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
unbelievable. What can I say?
Unbelievable.
Well, it's McBride and Davenport standing over the ball. Probably 25 yards out, left of centre. It's McBride to take over the wall. It's in! Top corner, Conor McBride! Rovers lead. It's the Scotsman who's put us one up with a stunning free kick keeper's side. Top right-hand corner. And Blackburn with 17 and a half minutes to go in the 90. Take the lead. And Conor McBride take a bow. What a time. What a goal for his first one for the Rovers senior team. An absolute bullet that I'm sure he'll never forget. Rovers a goal to the good.
Oh, look at that. I thought it got a nick, but Melier just seemed to just misjudge which corner it was going in. So absolutely fantastic.
Tony Mowbray not smiling whatsoever. He should be, because that is an absolute rocket. NASA would have been proud of that. From outer space, absolutely leathered that one in the top corner. And Conor McBride has a goal to his name.
He scored against Fylde, remember, Ollie?
Oh, he did too.
So he's hot second, in pre-season. Hot.
First in front of Ewood.
Brilliant. But yeah, Luke here,
was where I was hinting.
McBride up top, get him in the 11. I mean, if we are to lose Armstrong, and again, we've said it about some of the other youngsters like Magloire and other people like that, you know, if funds are tight, get Conor McBride in. You've seen it with players like, I don't know, someone like Marcus Rashford at Man United. They had to throw him in at some point, and it worked out all right. So who's to say that McBride can't do a job for us next season?
Obviously, a relative unknown when he signed from Scotland. Obviously, came through the Celtic youth ranks. And if that's a sign of what's to come, then I'm not complaining one bit. You're saying this is Blackburn's Cup final. Well, if it's a Cup final, at the moment, we're on course to lift the trophy. Ball in behind, well intercepted from Dan Pike.
What a free kick that was.
Beautiful. Brio on the turn. Back to goal. Thought it was fouled. Referee disagreed.
Oh, we're getting some salty Leeds fans in now. So it's all been in good spirit, Neil. It's nobody's cup final. It's a nice pre-season friendly.
I was referring to an earlier comment, I think made by a Leeds fan. When I made that comment. So, of course, I don't believe it's a cup final at all. As Harrison does very well to skip past Pike, ball in towards the back stick, headed behind by Serino, who I really want to make sure I'm pronouncing his name right because I've got absolutely no clue if it's Serino or Chirino. But the Rovers youngster heads it behind for a corner.
Got a request, Ollie. From Diego.
I don't see it. Let me get across.
Put 1-0 in the overlay.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm too focused. There we go. Thanks for reminding me. It's the first time I'm doing this as a host, so I'm just getting involved, trying to make sure that I'm getting everything done at once. Because, like I say, I'm watching the stream on my laptop as well, so having to switch across is a bit of a pain. So I'm gonna have to sort that out later in the season to have a different setup going on. But the scoreboard is now accurate, and Diego and a couple of others there reminding me. Thank you for doing so. Thanks for keeping me on my toes.
Nikos, we have got 14 minutes left of the game. We're on minute 76 at the moment. And Jared, see you later, son. Brilliant shift in the comments with your Spanish. See you soon, mate.
Thanks for joining us as the ball's put central. Kaminsky should get there and does. I will say on a personal level, it was nice to get that goal done because I think I actually called that one okay, which is nice to hear that I can go to those levels despite. By the way, and I'll mention it, the Brereton flags in the Riverside, the Chilean flag that was doing the rounds. It's just underneath the V in the Riverside. Yeah. It just came up then as they showed the reverse angle.
Oh, that's a cracking view. Dan's put a... I'll just let you do this first.
Tyler Roberts laying ahead across and puts it behind for a corner. He thought he'd been fouled. Referee disagreed. Corner Leeds.
Dan's put a video of the free kick on Rovers Chat page.
Quality. I'll look in a minute. Ball put in to the middle, headed away. Played across now. Held Acosta on the Leeds right. Goes inboard. I think that's Sam Greenwood. Still a chance for Leeds. Ball in the middle. Headed away. What a free kick from McBride. If you're not watching, top right-hand corner. Keeper's side was brilliant as Costa's on the edge of the area. Checks, shoots, and it's well wide.
Oh, dear. Look at this. Jesus. There is sexual tension between Ollie and Ryan, as always. There always is, Jesus.
Not sure if I'd agree with that one.
I'm comfortable if you are, Ollie.
I mean, it's worth mentioning, I don't want to be putting you in prison because I am under the age of 18, so slightly uncomfortable. But there you go, it's fine. Who scored the goal? Conor McBride.
Yes.
No, I'm still 17. So
Did not know that.
don't fancy putting you on any register or anything. There's a ball. Attempted chip again over Kaminsky. And once again, he's wise to it. Tips it over the bar. The second time he's had to do it in this game. And much like the first, he was up to the task. Well taken down by Tyler Roberts. And it's just brilliantly tipped over in the end by Kaminsky. Another Leeds corner.
We'll see whose cup final it really is if there's an equaliser at this end.
Well, it's right in front of the Leeds fans. Probably up towards 4,000 or 5,000 of them. It's whipped in central. Headed away by Lenihan. Ayling. So Leeds still have the ball on the edge of their attacking penalty area. Ball sprayed out wide. Helder Costa has Lenny for company. Costa looks inside, click. Back to the former Wolves man. Clips it in the middle. Headed away by Pike only as far as Jack Harrison. Plays it across and it's gone in. It's 1-1. It's Pascal Struijk. And it's a really scrappy goal for Leeds. But with about 10 minutes to go, Leeds are level.
I thought it was a poor header from Dan Pike. If you look at this, look, just needed a bit more. Look, it goes straight to Harrison.
It's deflected. It's gone in off. It's gone in off a Rovers leg. I'm just trying to see just exactly who it's gone in off. It's taken a deflection to steer it away from Kaminsky. It is Darrell Lenihan.
Just needed a bit more on that header, didn't he, Dan Pike, just to clear it over Jack Harrison, but it went straight to him, which is a shame.
Yeah, it was a poor header, but you know, I sort of, as I was watching the header, I sort of thought, oh no. But he's a young lad. It's a pre-season friendly. The result means very little. He'll learn from it. As Brio's on the ball, on the wing, looks in board, gives the ball away. Chance for Leeds on the break. That's not going to pass Darrell Lenihan. Ball in behind. Chance here to latch on for Jack Vale. First time he's really been on the ball since coming on. Just put it into the middle towards McBride, headed away at the front post. Sliding challenge from Vale is an illegal one according to the referee.
Rebecca, what's this? Oh, Pascal Struijk with your solid side. That's a funny chant, that one.
Yeah, I would like. Is that actually a chant, or is that more of a? I don't even know what you call it. A compliment, even. But you see the replay here. Harrison rolled one square. Pascal Struijk, and it went in off Darrell Lenihan. So parity restored for Leeds. Just a bit of housekeeping. Jack Vale booked for that challenge on Robin Koch.
Look, I'm loving the comments tonight. Chileans, Leeds fans, Rovers fans. It's great.
They've been brilliant, haven't they? They've been brilliant.
That was Rebecca's new chant, that Struijk one.
Maybe it might catch on at Ellen Road. Who knows? Good work from Sereno. That's a bad challenge from Helder Costa, who kicks the ball away in frustration. Maybe in the league, that might be a yellow card.
Louisa, could you say something in Spanish? Give us something to say in Spanish. The only thing I know is hola.
I learnt Spanish in like year 1. Back in.
I think I know sandwich because I went to Madrid on a stag do, and you know, like in school, you learn French or German, so you've at least got a little bit of French and German you can rely on when you go to France or Germany. But Spanish, we literally knew nothing, and it took us 3 days to learn the word sandwich, bocadillo, and that's all we kept ordering because that's all we could say.
Yeah, I think I learnt Spanish in year 1 back at St Mary's Oswald Eston's fellow school of Alex Lomax back in just outside of Blackburn. I learnt about 2 words of Spanish, and that's about it. So I'm not too good on that. And on that front, as Harrison looks to check inside, Dan Pike did well initially, but unable to prevent them from moving forward. Ball towards the back stick. Helder Costa was arriving, couldn't get there. 5.5 minutes to go. Still 1 apiece.
And Rick, yes, that's obviously the other one that you know. 2 beers, please. Dos cerveza, por favor.
You're more equipped with the Spanish tongue than me, Ryan, so I'll leave that one to you. Right then, 5 to play. Will either side get a winner? So Leeds got the ball on their right-hand side. Good turn, ball in towards the middle. Controlled very nicely by Jack Harrison. Left-hand edge of the penalty area. 2 Rovers players for company. Able to play it back and engineer a ball in.
Ooh.
That's one of the substitutes. Overhead kick. Unsuccessful from Tyler Roberts. Rovers fans, Chileans, Leeds fans, I hope you've enjoyed the watch along so far. Still a little while to go. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as we've enjoyed making it. There we go. Got the words out finally. As Harrison.
I've really enjoyed it.
I have too. It's been a lot of fun. So, Bolton at the weekend, Ryan, are you there?
No, I'm not, mate. I'll be at the Swansea game, though.
Quality. Dallas. The Northern Irishman goes further wide. Jack Harrison, who's looked really positive for Leeds in this second half. Gets by Dan Pike, who he thought he had. He did well to get back on terms, did the Rovers substitute. Ball clips over the top through to Kaminsky, who under no duress claimed that one. Long ball up forward, headed away. Play back from Leeds defender to the goalkeeper. Struijk. Dallas goes across the face of goal to find Luke Ayling. Shackleton. As Leeds try and build the ball up. Maybe try and get one final chance and take the win in this friendly. Ball played out wide. Costa. Good ball for Jack Harrison. Pulls it back. Shouts for a Leeds penalty. And they fall on deaf ears. And the offside flag had gone up anyway.
I thought he was going to give that then as well.
I did too. I won't even lie. I thought he was going to point to the spot, but luckily for Rovers, he didn't do so.
Ellis, have you lads got season tickets? I'll be in the Blackburn end. So I just need to work out if I'm going to get one, Ellis, because I obviously don't live in Blackburn. So I need to work out what's cheaper, getting to like 10 games a season on a season ticket or just paying for it individually. But I might end up getting one. You never know. And Ollie, you're in Australia, aren't you? So you won't be.
I would if I could. 100% without a shadow of a doubt, but I can't. So I used to live on Brockhall, to be fair, so hence why the Blackburn links. But
Yeah.
now based an hour outside of Melbourne, as the ball is headed on from Harrison. Pike plays it to McBride. Plays it out for a Rovers throw off Jack Harrison, who's looking to spur on his team to get a winner. It's been a very enjoyable watch, this one. It'll be even sweeter if Rovers can grab the third goal in the game and grab a potential winner.
It's had a really good tempo to it, and it's been an enjoyable friendly. You know, it's not really. Sometimes you get those friendlies where it's just possession, and that's it. But this has had something to it, so it's been nice.
Just quick on any Penrith raids. Luke left answer that one in the comments. Of course, there is a Penrith in Australia too, but that's in New South Wales, and they're pretty much locked down with COVID, so we won't be going there anytime soon. As Costa looks to beat Sereno, who does really well. He's been good since he's come on. On both sides of the ball, attacking and defending. Been really impressed with him as we enter stoppage time, if there is to be any. And no, there isn't. That is the full-time whistle gone. So no stoppage time, which to speak. And Rovers, another hit out, is out of the way. So the second time we've got a positive result of sorts after the Fylde game. And once again, like against Fylde, it was Conor McBride who got the Rovers goal. Now, stunning, to describe the free kick, stunning is an understatement. That was an absolute rocket from Conor McBride, top right-hand corner, which put Rovers 1-0 up. But Pascal Struijk put the visitors back on level terms after his shot inside the box was deflected en route to goal by Darragh Lenihan and went past Thomas Kaminsky to make the game one apiece. But chances outside of that, Brereton Mania well and truly alive. But at full time at Ewood Park, it's Blackburn Rovers 1, Leeds United 1. Very, very enjoyable watch, Ryan.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. As I say, had tempo throughout. We got to see some of the young lads. Thought Garrett and Buckley in the first half in particular did really well. McBride's obviously come on and scored the goal. So yeah, let's get some of those youngsters maybe blooded a bit more next season, get them thrown in. Obviously, the Leeds goal, Dan Pike just needed to do a little bit better with that header. That's a learning curve for him. You know, he can look back on that mistake and do better, obviously, within the league when it actually counts. So, yeah, enjoyable, really enjoyable watch. Good interactions with the fans, Leeds, Chile fans, Rovers fans. I've loved it. Yeah, really good and urging to be back now at Ewood a week on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, I think, to say that we're a league below Leeds and on paper, if we're being honest, as much as we like to have a laugh and a joke in the comments, Leeds have a much, much stronger team than we do. To be fair, I think we were decent. I'll be honest. I think that the lads that started, I think Buckley was brilliant. I thought Armstrong, had his moments, few and far between, but they were there. Jake Garrett, I thought was brilliant. I think that midfield three worked. Obviously the back five, an experiment. We wondered whether it would work. I think it has done. Obviously, Rovers fans might have their differing opinions on a back five. I'm not usually a massive fan, to be fair, but I could be convinced.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see who we might bring in. I think we definitely need, at least one experienced centre-back that's got championship experience. If Rothwell is the man to leave, maybe Adam Reek is going to be the person that kind of replaces him as that driving midfielder. And yeah, we just probably need a couple of more bodies just to fill up the bench a little bit. Last season we were leaving players out off the bench. Players like Tom Tribal and players like that weren't even making the squad. Next season or this upcoming season, we're going to have people like McBride and Vale making the bench on a regular basis with the numbers that we've got at the moment. So yeah, just a few experienced bodies, preferably on a loan or free, won't go amiss, I'd say.
Of course, Rothwell does have another year on his contract, so obviously won't be leaving on a free. So it depends how much he'd be going for. I know, obviously, you run the transfer talk. What do you reckon would be a fair fee for Rothwell?
Oof. I mean, if someone can get him next year on a free, I think we'd do well to get more than £3 million. Can you really look at him and say he's a player that week in, week out in the Championship is hitting the levels? You know, when you're talking about players like Emi Buendia, Tom Kearney, players like that at the higher end of the Championship, you know, that's the level that he's got to try and get to regularly, and he's just nowhere near that, is he? So I think anything more than 3 million would be a huge bonus.
Obviously, we didn't pay that much for him when we signed him from Oxford, so it would be a profit. We'd be turning him over for. But look, I think sometimes he looks above Championship level, and sometimes he looks well below. And it's a weird thing with Joe Rothwell. He's a bit Jekyll and Hyde, and it's a bit frustrating that he can't find the consistency. But
just to address Steve's comment here, it's rumours, Steve. Apparently on the BRS forum, there is a reliable source that said that a player who's left out of the first team today is apparently on his way, and the fact if they're not in the squad today will show who it is, and Rothwell is apparently that man.
There you go. So obviously, of course, these are just rumours. We can't say otherwise. There's nothing confirmed, but it's not looking likely that Rothwell will stay based upon the information that we have. But I suppose back to football, I think the signs, especially with the younger lads that are there, the likes of Garrett and McBride and Serino, I thought they were probably the best three, potentially coming through.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to be relying on those, you know, if we do get dragged into a bit of a relegation battle, which, you know, if you are lower bottom half, because of how congested it is in the Championship, invariably, if you're that far down in the table, you know, 14th, 15th, 16th, you are looking over your shoulder. So I'd hate to be relying on those guys, you know, if we're trying to stay up. So I just hope we can have a season where we can just bring them in, you know, like what we've done with John Buckley, like what we've done with Lewis Travis, you know, bring them in so that they become a part of the side that way. You know, you don't want to be going to like Millwall away or whatever with Serino at left back, Pike at right back, because injuries or whatever have led us into that position. Just hope we can just bring them in nicely and comfortably.
Well, I think with Millwall, do we not have them inside the window?
Yeah, we've got them early on. It was more just to illustrate the point of going away to a tough place.
Oh yeah, but see your point. But hopefully we can avoid, because Millwall probably is the toughest place to go away, or stereotypically it is. But you know, hopefully we don't need them that early. is another point. Chris Hayes. Here we go. Do you know what? I've been pessimistic about this season upcoming, but our youngsters have brought them out. Look, we are going up. How many times did we say that last season? It didn't work for us.
It is a reason to be optimistic, though, and we said it at the start of this stream. You know, the one thing that Venky's we can credit them for is the money that they've put into the academy. So let's start using it. Let's start using the fruits of that academy, and we are in a brilliant position geographically to take players like Travis and Rankin Costello that have been at the bigger club academies who get released. Let's just keep taking advantage of that conveyor belt in the Northwest and get these lads in, definitely. So, yeah, Chris, definitely it's a reason to be optimistic.
We always win at Millwall. Is another comment from CSB.
To be fair, it's probably a bad example with our record. We are good there, aren't we?
Where are we not great away? QPR. We always seem to get turned over at QPR.
Yeah, someone like that.
But yeah, just illustrating the point that tough away days, you'd rather not have to fully rely upon those players, those youngsters. You'd rather, you know, sort of like to incorporate them in rather than throw them in. But just carrying on from that, Sonny, can we just appreciate our amazing youngsters coming through? Our future's looking good. Jake Garrett is quality. I agree with everything said there.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have put it much better myself, to be fair. Yeah, obviously, we've mentioned the players that play today. You know, obviously the academy did well. The under-23s did well last season. The under-18s did all right last season. Obviously, Youth Cup semi-finals and all that. But
And it does have to start meaning something again. If we just compare ourselves to the England national side at the moment, no surprise that England got to a semi-final of the World Cup and the final of the Euros when you're having that success in the younger age brackets for those years leading up to that. So Rovers, the next progression is that these players that have done so well in the under 23s and below do make that step into the first team, definitely.
Yeah, it's got to happen because you can have all the good youth teams that you want, but if you don't use them, then,
and they'll
it's
want
pointless.
it, won't they? These lads will want it. And, if we are forced to use them because of our finances and the restrictions on the club at the moment, then, it could really be a silver lining to next season that we weren't expecting. If Conor McBride does come in and score 10 goals, that'll be amazing.
Of course, one player that we have neglected to mention somehow is Tyler McGlaw, who Stephen Weston has done for us. Looks like he's matured and looks good for regular first-team football now. Obviously, when you sort of say that, you're sort of unsure because he's not been given the chance in the past. I think he should be. Is he ready for regular first-team football? Who knows? I'd say he's probably borderline, isn't he? He's probably up there.
I think in a back three, I'd want to see him tested out there first. If it was Lenihan and McGlaw going into a league game, that'll make me a bit more nervous. If we're going to go with this back three and wing backs, then yeah, I'd be perfectly happy having him there. And he showed a lot of composure on the ball today, and he's obviously blessed with lots of pace. And again, if we're thinking about how England use Kyle Walker and just that ability to track back and recover situations, that could be really handy for us, for Rovers, particularly as a backup to Nyambe.
We'll just update the graphic for those people confused, because there are people still confused that they're asking where the game is. The game's hit full time. It's finished 1 apiece. So finished 1-1. So good outcome probably for both sides. Really, I don't think either side will be complaining. The one sort of thing I would say in a back five though is the balls in behind from Leeds, especially having Rafinha in the first half opposed to Harry Pickering. He looked very vulnerable, did the former Crew fullback. So that's something we've got to watch.
Yeah, we will. And we're not going to come up against players of Rafinha's quality every week in the Championship next season, but certainly some of those relegated sides from the Premier League and players like Dan Juma at Bournemouth and players like that, they could probably exploit that space. So yeah, definitely it's something we're just going to have to watch. But I would like to think that the attacking threat that Pickering will pose, and there's no doubt about it, he will pose an attacking threat next season. Hopefully it will outweigh that vulnerability at the back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's good going forward, isn't he? Pickering, we know what he's capable of due to highlights and whatnot, but hopefully in a Rover shirt that can translate. I think it's getting used to it, isn't it? Because obviously, he's moved to a new club. He's obviously got to acclimatise. So yeah, I think decent first couple of outings for him. I mean, from what I read against Bradford, he played decent to start with. Was okay today, but not sure. I think he probably suits a back five, obviously, as Chris Hayes picks up here. Pickering and Costello would be perfect in tonight's system. Back five sort of works out, doesn't it? Obviously, with the three centre halves, if it's McGlaw, probably Lenihan, and I don't know, take your pick, Wharton, Ayala, whoever it is. I think that could be a system that works.
I think if we keep Nyambe, I'd be having Nyambe as one of the three. So Nyambe maybe as McGlaw as the backup for that. Obviously their attributes are very similar in that respect. As a back three centre back, Lenihan obviously one of the first names on the team sheet, and then Ayala or Wharton. That's probably what I'd be going for. Yeah, give or take someone coming in, obviously.
Because Nyambe can obviously play centre half. Naive Steve. All the great Man U sides were built around the same youth players graduating. Why aren't Rovers doing similar? Well, this is what we're saying. This is what we're hoping for. And to be fair to Rovers, we've had a few decent academy graduates who have come through recently, likes of, if you think Travis, Lenihan, Nyambe, Carter coming through, David Raya.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a few that we can sort of talk about, but yeah, it's an interesting one. But there has been a few decent ones who've come through. There's tons we're forgetting as well. Rovers Chat, this will be Dan, I'd assume. Just back from the game, thought Jake Garrett was bloody amazing. I thought he was quality. He was mopping up everything. And obviously, we don't expect to see him start many games, but if he's playing like that week in, week out, then I'm not complaining whatsoever, especially against Premier League opposition. He didn't look out of place at all, I don't think. Ryan, I don't know if you disagree. I don't think you would.
No, he didn't look out of place at all. I thought he really sat in that defensive position really well, neat and tidy, broke up the play well. And as you said in the commentary in the first half, the fact that you didn't say his name much said everything. So, yeah, you would not have known that this was his first performance at Ewood Park, and let's just remember who was on that pitch in midfield for Leeds as well. You've got players like Matthias Klick, international footballers right there. He's just been at the Euros, Klick. So, brilliant from Garrett. Really, really good.
So I had Klick. Was it Klick in that midfield with who was alongside him? It was
was it
Shackleton, and they had a midfield three, didn't they?
But no, he did really well. And, he could have been phased by fans being back. It obviously meant a lot to Rovers fans being back there today. Big away following as well from Leeds. Absolutely not phased in the slightest. So brilliant from Jake Garrett. Really good.
But yeah, I think so. I think that's fair. I thought Jake Garrett was probably one that not many Rovers fans, including myself, knew too much about. But of course, we'll come to know him a lot if he keeps playing like that, because I thought he was brilliant. Carter, McGlaw, and Ayala in a back three isn't bad at all. You're forgetting Lenihan there. Chris is the only thing I would say. Probably Lenihan, McGlaw, and Ayala. I'll take, especially if you want to play Nyambe out wide on the right-hand side, but I suppose, who knows? Just for a few minutes ago, I don't think McGlaw is ready yet. Has great physical attributes, but struggles on the ball a bit for me. Potentially, he's done all right, though. He did right tonight, to be fair. He's got the pace, obviously. He's one of the quickest players in the league, I think, probably. But, yeah, maybe on the ball, he's sometimes a little bit vulnerable. Naive Steve, I feel better now after the Bradford game, don't we all? I had to write a report on that at 2 a.m. Backup three, I see. But don't we all? Obviously, I had to write a report on that at 2 a.m. Was not happy at all, but yeah, that does give us a lot to be optimistic about. But that makes more sense. Having them as a backup three. Oh, as a backup. Oh, I see. I misread it. There we go. I don't mind. Yeah. I agree. That shows the depth that we've got in reserve. And I think centre halves probably now becomes our strongest position depth-wise, especially if we can bring someone else in instead of midfield now, I reckon, Ryan.
I think we definitely need another. If we can get someone of Harwood Bellis's calibre next season, then obviously fantastic. If not, an experienced championship performer to slot alongside Lenihan. But yeah, if you're thinking that it's Nyambe, Lenihan and Wharton as the first choice three, that sounds good to me, particularly with Pickering and JRC obviously flying up the wings.
Yeah, just a comment here from a Leeds fan. Where is it? Ben Maddox, here it is. I'm a Leeds fan. I thought Dolan looked like a sharp player. Never seen him before. This worries me a little bit because Premier League fans are catching on to how good Tyrese Dolan is. He did look sharp, didn't he? Obviously, Rovers fans hadn't seen much of him before last season. Started like a house on fire and then sort of got shelved due to Harvey Elliott. But, he was good again tonight.
He was, and I think he's going to get a lot of minutes again next season. If Armstrong is going to leave, which we all think he's going to, and we're probably not going to replace him like for like, certainly not like for like.
You can't replace him like for like, can you?
Absolutely not.
Very hard to.
And if, we are going to give McBride some minutes, then one of Gallagher or Brereton is going to end up as a central striker, which is going to open up one of the wide positions for Dolan to get more and more minutes. So, I'm looking forward to seeing more of Dolan and looking forward to seeing him in the flesh, obviously a week on Saturday.
Yeah, I think so. That will be one thing. I think Dolan was the one, and Dolan and Kaminsky were the two that probably, we were excited to see back in the flesh. Obviously, I won't get the chance for a while, but I think for the Rovers fans that are going back, think they're the two that we can sort of look for. I think we're about ready to wrap up, I think. But obviously full-time at Hewood Park was Blackburn 1, Leeds 1. Ryan, very, very enjoyable stream.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, mate. You did a cracking job. You can consider the baton well and truly handed over. And yeah, I loved it. And great seeing all the old names and whatever in the comments and all the usual banter that we get. So yeah, really enjoyable. And yeah, great job, Ollie. Brilliant. And well done for persisting through that cough.
Oh, it was tough. It was tough, I tell you. And I got a couple of comments. Obviously, I think I'm much better than that on most commentary days. But obviously, commentating with something that hinders your voice, just got to push through. But I'll be much better than that once I get over this, which hopefully I will be much fine for Bolton. But who knows? Obviously, shout out to all the new faces that joined us. They may have already left now, but the Chilean flags were brilliant to see. So thanks for joining us tonight here on Rovers Chat. We'll be back with another watch along for the game against Bolton on Saturday. That'll be Sunday, just into Sunday for me. So I can't wait to bring you that one. But from Ryan Hildren and myself, Ollie Walker-Peel, it's been a pleasure to join you here on Rovers Chat. But yeah, we'll see you very soon for another stream. We'll remind you, of course, that we are, of course, sponsored by 6yardsout.com. Bye for now.
See ya.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.